Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about the new moon in Pisces happening on the 23rd, 24th of the month, depending in the world where you are. This is a really magical, spiritual moon, so stay tuned to hear all about it. If you're new to my channel, I'm Spirit Mama and I share weekly videos on astrology and consciousness and all that cosmic stuff. And now if this is something that you're interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and the bell notification so you'll be the first to know when I release a new video. So let's get into your astro forecast. So we have the new moon in Pisces. And what is a new moon? It's when the sun and the moon come together. Now the sun would have moved into the sign of Pisces on the 20th, just before the new moon. So we'd already be feeling this Pisces energy from then onwards. But come the 23rd, 24th, when the moon comes to join the sun in the new moon, we're really going to be feeling this Pisces energy. This Pisces energy is going to be ignited at this time. So before I go into any more, what is this Pisces energy? Well, Pisces is a water sign. It's mutable, it's changeable, it's flowing, it's spiritual, it's intuitive, it's creative, it's mystical, it's downloads, it's flow, it's surrender. So you can probably guess that during the next month, we're all going to be very heightened with our spirituality and our intuition and our feeling bodies. Now the downside to the Pisces energy, it can go either way. Wanting to escape, it's addiction, it's, wanting to tap out of your responsibilities and the world. It's illusion and delusion and confusion and, not quite being grounded and being able to grasp something. So how can we work with this Pisces energy? Well, some beautiful ways are to make some space for some creativity, make some space for your imagination to run wild. Pisces is so imaginative because it's so ethereal. Make some space to allow, this inspiration and this imagination to take on whatever form you want it to take, even if it's lying in a hammock for an hour, over the next month. And, if you can do it at the new moon, that's even better. And just allowing your imagination to run wild. The energy is really heightened for it. So you could be getting these beautiful visions of a grander life that you want. You could be getting spiritual downloads. Make some time for meditation, for your spiritual practice, whatever that is. This is a great time for deepening it, for strengthening it. If you want to be channeling or contacting your spirit guides, the spiritual energy is so high right now that we are able to really easily tap into this other dimension, this other realm that we can't quite see, but we can feel. So the Pisces energy is all about feeling. So over this next month, I really want you to feel rather than think. And now I come to the thinking part of it because, as you might know, Mercury has already gone retrograde. Now, if you had my 2020 astrological moon and transit calendar, you would know that Mercury went retrograde on the 17th, and by this new moon, we are well into Mercury retrograde. And if you don't know what Mercury retrograde is and the do's and don'ts, check out this video here. It'll take you all through it. Now, Mercury rules our thinking. It rules our left brain, our analytical decision-making, detailed oriented thinking processes. It rules communications, it rules traveling short distances and moving parts. So Mercury is currently in the sign of Pisces as well, and with it going retrograde in this sign, we're going to have all this double Pisces energy. So our thoughts and our thinking processes are going to take on this Piscean quality, this real intuitive, spiritual, mutable, changeable feeling quality. As with all Mercury retrogrades, you don't want to be making any firm, life-changing decisions at this time. You really need to look at the details, read between the lines. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making my decisions based on my intuition and my feeling, rather than using my left brain analytical thought processes for making any decisions, because it's just not going to be accurate. You want to work with the energy of the flavor of the month, and that is Pisces. So let's work with it in an intuitive feeling way. Now Mars is playing a role at this new moon. Mars is making a harmonious aspect to the new moon. It's sextiling it. And Funnily enough, Mars has just moved into the sign of Capricorn, the same time that Mercury went retrograde on the 17th. Now, when Mars moves into Capricorn, we're going to see a lot of energy, action, inspiration, willpower, and focus to do with Capricorn themes in our lives. So we're going to see this focus and this drive with work, business, achievement, ambition, success, things that the Capricorn rules. We're going to get a hit of Mars energy to it. Now, Mars can be angry and assertive and, you know, bring up rage and frustration, but it can also be really action oriented, and it can help us ground our visions that we're having at this time. I think it's a beautiful aspect because it really is balancing all this Pisces energy we're having with the sun there, the moon there, the Mercury retrograde there. We could really be taking off at this time into other dimensions, you know. The spiritual energy is so high. To have our masculine energy of Mars come into the sign of Capricorn and really grounding us. You know, Capricorn is a very grounded sign, really grounding these visions, but also giving us some energy to any imaginations and some visions that we have, to be putting some action with it, to be making a plan, to be grounding these visions down into this 3D realm so we can apply them, we can move forward with them. And the beautiful thing is our ambitions and our goals at this time are going to be based in the spiritual realm. They're going to be coming from a higher place because it's coming from our intuition and our feeling realm. It's a beautiful time to be putting a plan together, not necessarily taking action just yet, not until Mercury goes direct in March. So with this new moon, we really just want to go with the flow. That's something that Pisces is just great at, going with the flow. You know, trusting your intuition, not trying to overthink anything because you won't get anywhere. You'll just go into confusion and fogginess and, you know, the downside of Pisces, and just feel your way through the next month. Feel it through the Mercury retrograde, because the end of March, when the sun comes into Aries, it's going to be a really different energy. We've got a lot of Capricorn. The Mars is going to be hitting all those planets in Capricorn. So we're going to have a lot of yang energy coming in to March. So enjoy this Mercury retrograde. Take a break, put the brakes on and have a breather and sit with yourself and tune in to what Spirit is asking your next steps to be. So if you enjoyed this astro forecast, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you next moon in March.